Every morning, I wrap a roll of toilet paper in aluminum foil. It may look strange, but watch until the end. You'll start doing it too. Place a new toilet paper roll on aluminum foil with the shiny side facing out. Wrap the roll completely and cut off any excess foil. Then, twist one end to form a cylinder, creating a sturdy base. Now, remove the toilet paper from inside. This creates a disposable food container that holds heat well and doesn't need washing. It's perfect for packing breakfast for work. These candles are edible, a festive appetizer that delights with both appearance and taste. Start by cutting small, round slices of bread using a glass. They'll be perfectly uniform and neat. Place them on a baking tray lined with parchment paper and drizzle with olive oil. Bake in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 5 minutes until the slices are golden and crispy. Cut a piece of hard cheese into rectangles. For these skewers, cold cuts like salami or chorizo work best. Cut them into small, round slices using a glass. Spread a little mustard on each crispy bread slice for a bold flavor. Place a slice of cold cut on top, pressing it gently. Then, take a cheese rectangle and pierce it in the center with a toothpick, securing it to the base of the skewer. Top it off with a pearl onion, which perfectly resembles a candle flame. These skewers are a unique and delicious appetizer, perfect for the holiday table or a party. Try this idea and impress your guests. Instead of a cake container, I have a better way to store cakes. I make a disposable container that fits any plate. It's a unique foil container, simple and brilliant to make. No matter what type or amount of cake you have to store, use this clever trick. Everyone knows that storing cake in the fridge without a container can make it absorb the smells of other foods, and then, unfortunately, it will have to be thrown away. But all you need is some regular plastic wrap. However, don't wrap the cake like a sandwich. Use it differently. Unroll some wrap and hold it vertically. Attach a bit of the wrap to the bottom of the plate and keep unrolling it as if you were wrapping a thick tree trunk. The wrap will stay upright. Once you've wrapped the entire plate, tie the top part of the wrap. This will create a balloon of air trapped inside the wrap. Don't worry, the wrap won't touch the cake. It will form a nice shape. This way, you can pack any cake at home and store it in the fridge. Stuff your favorite fillings into potato cubes. You've never tasted anything like this before. Start by boiling about 4 medium potatoes. While they're still hot and soft, add garlic, fresh thyme, a pinch of salt, and a generous amount of butter. Use a masher to blend the potatoes until smooth. Now, take slices of ham and cheese, layering them alternately to create a delicious stack. Once you have your ham and cheese stack, cut it into even cubes. Each of these cubes will form the heart of your potato cubes. Take a small handful of mashed potatoes and flatten it in your hand. Place a ham and cheese cube in the center, then wrap the potatoes around it, forming a smooth ball. The goal is to completely encase the ham and cheese in the mashed potatoes, creating a larger cube. Repeat this process until all the cubes are covered. Next, prepare 3 bowls, one with flour, one with beaten eggs, and one with breadcrumbs. Coat each potato ball first in flour, then dip it in the egg, and finally roll it in breadcrumbs. This coating will give them a crispy, golden surface. Heat a generous amount of oil in a pan over medium heat. When the oil is hot, carefully place the potato balls into the pan. Fry them until they're golden brown on all sides, turning gently to ensure even cooking. Once ready, serve them with your favorite sauce. Potato cubes are perfect as a meal or a snack. Poke holes in the cucumbers with a needle. Your cucumbers will stay crisp for 12 months. Start by washing 3 kilograms of cucumbers. Then, using a needle, poke each cucumber several times. This will ensure that your cucumbers remain firm, crunchy, and full inside. A 5-liter jar is perfect for this recipe. So, place the pricked cucumbers into the jar. Next, peel 5 cloves of garlic. Also, prepare mustard seeds and coriander seeds. Add the garlic and a small bowl of the seeds to the jar. Also, add coarse salt to the cucumbers. Then pour in 2 cups of regular vinegar. Fill the jar with cold water until the cucumbers are fully submerged. Seal the jar tightly and gently shake it to mix the contents well. Store these cucumbers at room temperature. After 7 days, they will be super crunchy and tender. However, I guarantee they will stay that way much longer. Perfect pickled cucumbers all year round. It took me many years to discover this method. Grab a large pot and fill it halfway with water, making sure there's enough room for the water to boil without spilling over. Bring the water to a boil over medium heat. Meanwhile, coat a ladle with oil. This simple trick prevents food from sticking to it. Next, crack an egg into the oiled ladle. Slowly lower the ladle with the egg into the boiling water, being careful not to submerge the egg. Hold it there for about a minute until you see the egg white starting to set on the sides. Once the white near the yolk has set, fully submerge the ladle with the egg into the water. Keep it submerged for just under a minute. When the egg white on top has set, remove the egg from the water and place it on a plate. This is a simple trick for making poached eggs. With this method, you can enjoy perfectly set whites and a runny yolk, and it's never been easier to make. These cinnamon snowflakes are both delicious and unique. These creatively made cookies delight with their taste and appearance. Start by preparing the batter. Blend together milk, eggs, flour, sugar, and salt. Pour 2 cups of milk into a blender. Add 3 eggs and just under 3 cups of flour. Finally, add half a cup of sugar and a pinch of salt. Blend until smooth. Transfer the batter into a piping bag placed in a glass for stability, then cut a small hole at the tip. Heat oil in a pot to 150 degrees Celsius. Using a strainer as a mold, create snowflake-like patterns on its outer surface with the batter. Dip the tool into the hot oil and fry for 10 to 15 seconds. In a separate bowl, mix sugar with 3 tablespoons of cinnamon. Once the snowflake cools slightly, coat it in the cinnamon sugar mixture. You can also dust it with powdered sugar for an extra touch. The result is a crispy, aromatic dessert perfect for any occasion, especially cozy winter days. Breakfast cups with your favorite toppings. I've made them several times and they turn out perfectly every time. Take some puff pastry and place it on a baking sheet. Then press it down with another identical baking sheet to create perfect indentations in the shape of cups. Now take some eggs and crack one into each cup. The eggs are the main ingredient in this dish. Sprinkle some chives into the breakfast cups. Next, add some pre-cooked bacon to the eggs. Season each one with your favorite spices. Use a knife to cut the pastry into squares, separating the cups. Now, you need to seal them by pinching together the 4 corners of the pastry, creating cups filled with your favorite toppings. Preheat the oven, then bake them for about 15 minutes until the pastry puffs up and turns golden. The crispy pastry and delicate filling make these little snacks a true delight, a small thing that brings joy. I guarantee you'll want to eat them every day.